I'm Angela May Tomas. Let's start to discuss the module number 19 with the title of The Silent Provision of RA 10575 shall be known as the Bureau of Correction Act of 2013. Section 3, Definition of term safekeeping. Custodial components of BUCOR na sumisiguro sa publiko na tinutugunan ang pangunahing pangailangan ng mga inmates, gayon din ang paniniguro na hindi na magkakaroon ng kakayahang gumawa ng anumang krimen ang mga ito, sa paraan ng pagputol sa connection sa kanilang criminal network and to the free society. Ito rin ay para sa seguridad ng bilangguan. Next is the reformation, the rehabilitation component of BUCOR, wherein they ensure the public na ang paglaya ng inmate sa bilangguan ay ligtas ito dahil dumaan ito sa taramang proseso ng rehabilitasyon at inihanda na upang mamuhay ng normal within the society. Let's move to Section 4, mandates the Bureau of Correction shall in charge of safekeeping and instituting reformation program of national inmates who sentenced in more than 3 years. Safekeeping of national inmates will provide their basic needs such as food, quarter, water, and clothing. When it comes to their security, the custodial force consists of correction officer will undertake the responsibility. Sa reformation naman, there are programs that the BUCOR offered for the inmates. Those are moral and spiritual program, education and training program, work and livelihood program, sports and recreation program, health and welfare program, and behavior modification program, to include the therapeutic community. These programs are for them to be able to become productive and help for their reformation, and also for them to prepare themselves to their incoming release and return to the community.
Good day, I'm Joannalyn So, Corrections Technical Officer. These are BUCOR personnel employed for the purpose of implementing reformation, such as teachers, lawyers, counselors, and other professionals with skills relevant to those whose nature of work requires direct contact with inmates. Next is Section 5, Operations of the Bureau of Corrections. The BUCOR shall operate with a directorial structure. It shall undertake receptions of inmates through its DRD, or the Directorial for Reception and Diagnostic, where the personnel under this directorate will cater the receptions of admissions of the inmates in the national penitentiaries. As well, dito, yung mga inmates is nakaseparate according sa security risk and sentence nila. Yun nga, nakasegregate according sa crimes na commit nila. And also, nagkakonduct sila ng screening, parang screening to determine the skills ng mga inmates for the preparations of the individual inmates reformation program. Aside from DRD, we have the Security and Operation Directorate, which provides basic needs and security, and also in charge din sila sa pag-i-implement ng program ng mga inmates while serving sentence. Another one is Reformation Directorates that administered program. Dito, ito yung treatment ng antisocial behavior and destructive personality disorder ng mga inmates. Followed by the DER, or the Directorate for External Relations, where it prepare inmates for integrations. And sila din yung responsible sa pre-release program and post-release program ng mga inmates. Aside from handling units, the BUCOR shall administratively operate like a standard government agency through its administrative directorates with internal control and internal audit unit. So dito, parang sila yung nagsusupervise, nag-ooperate sa prison and sa penal farms. Next is Section 7, Facilities of the Bureau of Corrections. So dito, they are in charge in operating the facilities in prisons, reformations, and administrative facilities with uniform designs and has a average level of quality. So the facilities under the Bureau of Corrections are the following: a dormitory, administration building, perimeter or security fences, hospital or infirmary, recreation or multipurpose hall, training or lecture center, workshop facility, mess hall or kitchen, visiting area, water tank and pump, reception and diagnostic center, and the service personnel facilities.
Glesley C. Florentino, AUFA 132 SJ1. Section 8, Supervision of the Bureau of Correction. Pangangasiwa ng kawanihan ng pagwawasto. Ang Department of Justice, or tinatawag na DOJ, na mayroong BUCOR bilang isang line bureau at isang constituent unit, ay dapat magpanatili ng relasyon at ng administratibong pangangasiwa sa huli gaya ng tinutukoy sa ilalim ng Section 38 to Kabanata 7 Aklat 4 ng Executive Order 292. Sa Section 9, Organization and Key Position of the Bureau of Correction. Section 9, Organization at mahalagang posisyon ng Bureau of Correction. Ang pangalawang opisyal na namumuno sa Bucor na may ranggong Assistant Secretary ay magkakaroon ng posisyon at titulo na Deputy Director of Correction. Ang ikatlong officer in command ng Bucor na may ranggong punong Superintendent ay magkakaroon ng posisyon at titulo ng Correction Chief Superintendent. Kung sa Deputy Director ay 3, sa Head of Bucor naman ay 5. Andito ang Undersecretary, Assistant Secretary, Chief of Superintendent, Senior Superintendent. The last one is Correction Superintendent. So we have Section 10, Increase of Personnel. Dito naman sa Section 10, pagtaas ng tauhan. Kaya naman, ito ay otorisado na dagdagan ang lakas ng tauhan nito upang matugunan ang naturang ratio at maaring patuloy na dagdagan ang mga tauhan sa bawat porsyento ng pagtaas ng rate ng mga nakatalagang bilanggo taon-taon o kung kinakailangan.
Good morning po, I am Dayan Sanwan from FA1-SJ1. Ang topic po natin is Professionalization and Upgrading of Qualification Standards in the Appointment of the Bucor Personnel. Andito po lahat ng mga standard na pwedeng makapasok. Bali, qualification po siya. Babasahin po natin isa-isa. Ang una po ay, a citizen of the Republic of the Philippines, a person of good moral character, must have been the psychiatric, psychological, drug, and physical test for the purpose of determining his or her physical and mental health. Must possess a baccalaureate degree from a recognized learning institution. Must possess the appropriate civil service eligibility. Must not have been dishonorable discharged or dismissed for a cause from previous employment. Must not have been convicted by final judgment of an offense or crime involving moral turpitude, and must be at least 1 meter and 62 centimeters in height for male and 1 meter and 57 centimeters for female, provided that a waiver for height and age requirements may be granted to applicants belonging to the cultural communities, provided further that a new applicant must not be less than 21 or more than 40 years of age. Except for this particular provision, the above enumerated qualifications shall be continuing in character, and an absence of any of them at any given time shall be grounded for separation or retirement from the service. Thank you po. So, let's move po to our second topic. It's Section 12, Appointment of Personnel to the Bucor. The appointment of the Bucor shall be effected in the following manner. Corrections Officer 1 to Corrections Chief Superintendent, appointed by the Director General of Corrections and attested by the Civil Service Commission or CSC, and Director General of Corrections and Deputy Director of Corrections, appointed by the President upon the recommendation of the Secretary of DOJ with the proper endorsement by the Chairman of the CSC. Bali, una po, mga direktor po ang naghihirang at ito ay pinapatotohanan ng Civil Service Commission. Pangalawa po ay hinirang ng Pangulo sa rekomendasyon ng kalihim ng Department of Justice na may wastong pag-endorso galing sa Chairman ng CSC. Yan lang po.
Good day, I am Erica Guevara from Group 2 and I'm going to present the Section 13 and 14. Section 13, lateral entry of officer into the Bucor. So, pag ang appointed rank mo is Corrections Inspector, you must be past the lateral entry at ang qualification ay ang Civil Engineer, Mechanical Engineers, Electrical Engineer, Chemical Engineer, Chemist, Architect, Criminologist, Certified Public Accountants, Nurses, Physical Therapists, Dentists, Social Workers, Psychologists, Sociologists, Guidance Counselor, and Teacher. At pag Doctor of Medicine, Member of the Philippine Bar and Chaplains, ang appointed rank mo naman is Corrections Senior Inspector kapag nakapasa ka sa lateral entry. Section 14, Professionalization and Upgrading of Qualification Standard in the Designation of Personnel of the Bucor to Key Position. No shall person be designated to the following key position of Bucor unless one has met the qualification provided therein. Sub-colony Supervisor. Pag Sub-colony Supervisor, you must be finished at least second year Bachelor of Law or earned at least 12 units of Master Degree Program in Management, Public Administration, Public Safety, Criminology, at iba pa. Dapat nakapasa ka rin sa necessary training or career courses na in-establish ng Bucor. You should have the rank of Senior Inspector para maging Sub-Colony Supervisor. Colony Assistant Superintendent. Dapat may rank kang Ship Inspector para maging Colony Assistant Superintendent at nakapagtapos ka at least second year Bachelor of Law at naka-earn ng 20 per unit ng Master Degree Program sa Management, Public Safety, Criminology at iba pa. Colony Superintendent should have rank of Superintendent at nakagraduate ka ng Bachelor of Law and holder of Master Degree in Management, Public Administration, Public Safety, Criminology, and etc. Provided na kung ang isang prison at penal farm ay may kabuuang populasyon na 2,000 but below 3,000, ang kanyang rank ay isang colony senior superintendent. So, regional superintendent should have rank the senior superintendent or ship superintendent. Dapat nakagraduate ka rin ng Bachelor of Law and holder of Master Degree in Management, Public Administration, Public Safety, Criminology, at iba pa. Regional Superintendent kapag ang population of prison at penal farm ay 3,000 but below 5,000, ang kanyang magiging rank ay Colony Senior Superintendent. At pag over 5,000, ang Regional Superintendent ay ang kanyang magiging rank ay Ship Superintendent.
Hello, good morning. This is Module 19, Section 16. Attrition system for the personnel of the Bucor. There shall be established a system of attrition for the personnel of the Bucor within 5 years from the effectivity of this act to be submitted by the head of Bureau of the DOJ for approval. Such attrition system shall include, but is not limited to, the provision of the following principles. Attrition by demotion or position or rank. A PNP member who has been relieved and assigned to a position lower than what is established for his or her rank in the PNP. Attrition by non-promotion. Any PNP personnel who has not been promoted for a continuous period of 10 years shall be retired or separated. Attrition by other means. Any personnel of the Bucor with at least 5 years of accumulated active service shall be separated from the service based on any of the following. Separation or retirement from the Bucor under this section. Any personnel who is dismissed from the Bucor pursuant to the above enumerated principles in this section shall be separated if one has rendered less than 20 years of service and be retired if one has rendered at least 20 years.
Hi, my name is Yomar P. Bautista from Group 2, Section 17, Rationalized Promotion System. This is the merit is the promotion, the quality of being particularly good of worthy, especially so as to deserve from rise or reward and be the same for men o women get the promotion. Dapat pantay-pantay lang ang pagkuha ng promotion, makibababae man o lalaki. B. Requirements of promotion. The high promotion position is not only available to everyone. You must meet the CSC standards and you must pass the psychiatric and psychological drug and physical test. Hindi madali ang manguha ng mataas na position dahil kailangan pumunta sa psychiatric and psychological and drug and physical test. Number 2, any personnel of the Bucor. For example, they show off their works ethics and they documented the time to work and DOJ CSC so that they deserve to be promoted. Section 18, performance evaluation system that must be conducted in according with rules, regulation, and standards and of the conduct of Bucor. The rating system. The high position is not only available to everyone. You must meet the CSC standards and you must pass the psychiatric and psychological drug and physical test. Kailangan pumasa sa test na psychiatric and physical drugs and physical test.